Budapest is a fairly large city of over 500 square kilometers, split down the middle by the River Danube. It is divided into 23 districts that do seem to blend together seamlessly, so you can walk over from one to the other without even realizing it, but each district has its own unique characteristic. So I created this short district guide to Budapest to help you decide which area of Budapest to stay in. I will help you figure out first which side of the River Danube to stay on, Buda or Pest, and then also which district to choose, depending on the attractions of that neighborhood and also your travel style to consider. So first you should understand how our city is structured. As I'm sure you know, it is split down the middle by the River Danube. On the west side of the city is the Buda side. That's a more hilly and typically a residential area. On the eastern side of the city, that's the Pest side. It's a flat area, it's more commercial, and that's where the city center is. The 23 districts of Budapest, oh by the way, district is called kerület in Hungarian, so these districts are numbered clockwise in ever-widening circles, like the arrondissement of Paris. And it's very easy to know which district a given address is in if you just look at the 4-digit zip code of that address, because the middle 2 digits, meaning the second and the third number, represent the district of that address. So for example, if a given address's zip code is 1056, then it is in the 5th district. That easy. So perhaps you want to see Budapest's historic and cultural sites, or you want to experience nightlife or visit a ruined bar, or you want to explore the trendiest hotspots, or maybe you're here on business, or perhaps you're here with your family with small children, or you want to see the non-touristy side of Budapest. Depending on your interests, there is an area of Budapest that will be best suited to you. I will now tell you my recommendations for the best neighborhoods in Budapest, broken down by these interests. If you want to enjoy a romantic getaway as a first-time visitor to Budapest, I would suggest to you the first district, the Castle district of Budapest, as it is an iconic neighborhood of our city. It is located on the Buda side of the River Danube, and it offers grand medieval architecture and picturesque views of the city. It is well connected to the center via public transportation, and it is an ideal base for visitors, as it is popular during the day but still very peaceful at night, so it is like a relaxing oasis in the city. You can enjoy the city's top attractions, great restaurants, and panoramic views right from this district. If you want to enjoy the greenery, have a much more relaxed stay in Budapest, maybe even want to do some hiking, I would recommend to you the second district of Budapest, where the rich live in their exclusive, or maybe the third district of Budapest that offers charming houses and a cobblestone main square. By the way, it is the oldest district of Budapest, or maybe the 12th district, which is a very hilly residential area of the city. District 5 is the city center, the downtown of Budapest. It is home to the beautiful Hungarian Parliament building, the Basilica, along with many other beautiful sites, government ministries, and many 5-star hotels. So if you're traveling for business, it could be a great base to stay, and also because it is well connected to neighborhoods throughout the city, it could be also a great base for families visiting Budapest, since it is within walking distance of many top attractions, so little legs won't get too tired while exploring this part of the city. If you're on a budget and or want to enjoy the culture of our city, you should choose the 6th district of Budapest, which is the smallest and actually most densely populated neighborhood that boasts a great cultural life. It includes the Andrássy Avenue, which is the Hungarian Broadway, with opera houses and theaters, great restaurants, bars, and a wonderful nightlife as well. The 7th district has 2 distinct faces. It is the city's historic Jewish quarter, so this central neighborhood is home to a number of heritage, cultural, and religious sites, including several notable synagogues. But it is also the best area to stay for great nightlife. This liveliest district is home to trendy bars, vibrant clubs, hip restaurants, rustic street food, design shops, specialty cafes, as well as several ruined bars of the city. So if you're looking for a great night out in Budapest, this is the place to be. But don't expect too much sleep at night though, on the other hand. The 8th and 9th districts of Budapest are cool places to stay, but might be a bit too rough. Both are densely populated and probably the poorest districts of Budapest. Especially the 8th district might be prone to some crime, so you should take care in walking around at night. No wonder that Hungarian slang calls the 8th district Chicago. The 9th district, on the other hand, has a similar atmosphere to this, but is a much more rapidly developing part of the capital. The 4th and 10th districts are mostly industrial and lower middle class residential areas. They're fairly outside of the city center, although they are very easy to reach by public transportation, but there's very little touristy sites to see around here, except maybe if you're interested in socialist style 10-story concrete housing estates, because these dominate both of these districts. The 11th district on the Buda side and the 13th and 14th districts on the Pest side are typically upper middle class residential areas. Some of them boast beautiful architecture. Typically there's no real touristy sites to see around here, but they're a nice, relaxing place to stay in the city, especially maybe if you're with family. All the other districts that I haven't mentioned so far are typically middle-class residential areas. They're a bit further out from the city center, so if you're only staying for a few days in Budapest, you probably have no real reason to stay in any of these districts, maybe with two exceptions. If for some reason you want to be close to the airport, then you should choose the districts 18, 19th or 20, as these are in this region. While on the other hand, if you want to meet me and my family, you should choose district 16, that's where we reside. In this video, I described to you how Budapest, a city divided by the River Danube and has the hilly residential Buda side and the more commercial flat Pest side, consists of 23 districts, and I tried to give you suggestions of which district to choose to stay depending on what type of atmosphere you're looking for during your stay in Budapest. Whichever district you choose, we look forward to seeing you in Budapest, and I hope this video was useful to you.